And qualifying Heat A versus C for Junior X30 gets underway. This is the last time we will see these groups of junior drivers out today until their superheats tomorrow. Let's take you through the starting lineup. Javier Barrasca and Riley Cranham on row number 1. Then you've got Benjamin Manak and Sam Woolley on row 2. Toby Gale and Arthur Huang, they go from row 3 from Tyke Buckley and Harrison Mackie. Aston Sharp and Czech Peters on row 5. They ran at the top 10 with Rock Pineda and Nikita Nikashov on row number 6.
Max Murray and Nilas Malik go from row 7. Senna Mounier and Stigler Edemaker start on row 8. Carolina Redondo and Maxime Prudhomme start on row 9. Louis Bazire and Moritz Moore start on the 10th row of the grid. David Minichuna and Jacob Backler start on row 11, with Wouter Bergiano starting in 23rd position. And this race, points from it combined with the races for all the drivers earlier on today. They kicked off their first round of heats around 10:45 local time here in Spain. They then had their second round of heats immediately after the lunch break, just before 2 o'clock local time. It is now around, just gone 4 o'clock. Still no heavy rain. for us here.
Stop saying that.
It's still dry out there, Anthony. The clouds are still threatening. There is our, right on cue. There is our rain radar. And I'm no meteorologist, but it is remarkable that we're somehow avoiding the heavier elements that we can see around the circuit.
I say let's be thankful for that, and let's continue our dry racing all the way to the end of the day. But like you say, drivers make their way around. It has been a miracle that we've avoided it. One, in terms of the intermediate classifications, then going into it, before we get started with these last 2 races, before we determine who is going to be starting on pole for the superheats tomorrow, Javier Barrasca leads it with 2 points from Kenzo Craigie with his 3 points. Then it's Riley Cranham, Benjamin Manak, Ty Butley, Harrison Mackie, Jus Mulder and Toby Gale, the top 6. Only 10 points between 1st and 8th in the intermediate classifications, which means a retirement in this can put you well down the order.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's where this 3rd set of heats, you know, you can be in a very good position, but it doesn't guarantee you anything for the super heats. You've still got to do the job out here in this 3rd round. But as you say, for Barrasca, in a very good position, win this race, and you'll have pole position for the 1st of the super heats tomorrow. Nobody, either in this race, also on the grid, or in the race to come, will be able to beat Barrasca's score. Very slow indeed. So slow they've almost stopped formation lap here. Bit of gamesmanship perhaps between the 2 drivers on the front row.
Maybe, but Cranham is eager to get going. Barrasca isn't. Now they're all getting themselves lined up here. And again, tactics, mental games, I'm sure, that is being played right now. Using that oiling up the engines and the smoke pouring out of those exhausts now. You go through the blue mist flat out in towards turn 1, hoping that it's all clear when you get going. Onto the tram lines, lights go green. Here we go, we're racing down in towards turn 1. And again, good stuff from the inside line. Barrasca, Manak and Gale getting away well on that inside line. The outside of Cranham not getting a good getaway. You can see him there in P4. Sam Woolley there in P5, as well as the rest of the field slot through. Everyone gets through turns 2 and 3 cleanly. Oh, actually, I say that. There's one spin just in the background there. It looks to me like it's a fusion kart that's gone round. And I can confirm it is. It's the 21. It's Harrison Mackie. Oh, Harrison Mackie out of this race at the start of it. There's another kart going slowly as well. But that is a disaster for the UK driver.
Well, it'll still be factoring in those super heats tomorrow, but that is a lot of work to do now for Harrison Mackie for the rest of this competition. Just to make the top 36, of course. It's not been his year so far. At the front of the order, it's the number 19 of Barrasca. Clear now of the rest of the group. Toby Gale wants to get through. He's eager to find a way past Benjamin Maniac there for 2nd place. Cranham has slotted into 4th as they come round to complete lap number 1 of 7 here. Last heat of the day for these drivers. Here comes Toby Gale, who has to think about it, hesitates, and bam, through goes Riley Cranham.
I think he's got a problem.
He's got a problem.
I think he's got a problem, yeah. He is so slow through that sector. Look at the time he lost there. He stuck a hand up as well, saying, I've got a problem, I've got a problem. And he's still slowing down again. Toby Gale looks to be out of this race. Mechanical gremlins are plaguing his kart. I mean, he says that he's still trying to go for it. No, he's not.
No.
The kart is massively underpowered, and he's going to have to bring that into the pit lane.
Well, just like that, one of the race leaders had made such a good start, but Toby Gale is going to be, like Harrison Mackie, getting a big score on the board, and that's what you do not want in these formats. Through goes the number 51 of Max Murray. Arthur Huang will be next. Back at the front of the order, change for second place. Cranham down the inside of Maniac. Takes it to Benjamin Maniac. Through he goes. And the catching to Baraska as well. If Baraska wants to secure that superheat pole position in this race, he's going to have to fend off 4 hungry drivers in Maniac, Cranham, Sharp and Buckley. They are all there wanting his first place.
Yeah, certainly so. I mean, if he can even just drop down to second place, he'll be all right. But now the train's going to come through now, and he's not going to lose 1. He's going to lose 2 and maybe even 3 positions here. No, it's just the 2 positions he loses. He's down to 3rd place. That gives him 3 points, 5 in total. It means Kenzo Craigie would theoretically lead the intermediate classifications, and if he wins that one, he would start on pole in the Superheat 1 tomorrow. So that's the biggest question that they've got. All of these drivers will make it into the 2 Superheats tomorrow, but only 36 of them will get into that final.
Really rough times for Baraska here. He's going to fight back now, back past Sam Woolley, but he's been overtaken by Aston Sharp. A big send from Sharp into turn 4. Tyke Buckley has also got through. So let's count them through at the end of lap number 2. This is going to be a big change in the intermediate classification for Javier Baraska, who's going to slip behind Craigie. I think he's going to slip behind Cranham and Maniac as well. On the quick mental maths in my head at the end of lap number 3. Then here they go. Cranham goes back to 0 points for this race, back up to 2nd place. Baraska defending again, now for 5th place ahead of Nikishov. It's tied on points with Maniac, so he's still there in 3rd, but this is a tough, tough moment for Javier Baraska.
Maniac might have an opportunity here as well to get past Javier Baraska in the intermediate classification as well if he can get another position. Well, I say that Toby Gale had an engine problem. He's now just set the fastest lap of the race, so something tells me that the Crocker's got the bit between his teeth picked out, and now he's going for it again.
Interesting, very interesting. And Toby Gale, less than 2.5 seconds behind the race leader, could still get some good points from this race. We're on lap 4 over the halfway stage. Riley Cranham first, Aston Sharp there in 2nd place. Maniac slipped down to 4th. So as things would stand, Craigie, with 1 race to go, would be leading the intermediate classification on 3 points. Cranham, 2nd on 4, can do no better than 4. Down the inside, here comes Aston Sharp. That took Riley Cranham by surprise. And through he goes, and it's going to be 2nd place now for Buckley. Here comes Maniac as well for 3rd.
I'm not going to lie, I think that took everyone by surprise on that one. You saw the hand controls there, just everyone, just that last second ditch out of it. It looked like there was almost going to be a collision there, but amazingly they'll get away with it. Cranham back down the inside here of Benjamin Maniac, gets back up into 3rd place now. So it's Sharp from Buckley. So they are looking good right now, and they are driving away in this one, and this is good for what they need. We'll have a look at the intermediate classifications then. That should shake things up a little bit more as well.
Tyke Buckley's going to be nicely positioned here. Could be getting past both Baraska and Maniac as things stand, and could be even better. It's going to be putting anyone in the 2nd race, groups B and D, still to come under a lot of pressure to convert their opportunities and hold their positions in the IC. Over, start, finish again. End of lap number 5. Sharp leads by 1/2 tenth ahead of Buckley. They're working together, brilliantly working together with the MBR teammates right now. Know the job in hand. They've got to push away from Riley Cranham there in 3rd. Maniac 4th, and Sam Woolley improving as well up to 5th place now.
Indeed. Well, just a couple of laps to go in this one, and these two line astern. I can imagine they will work together to try and open up that gap between themselves and Riley Cranham, Benjamin Maniac, Sam Woolley, Nikita Nikishov. We've not spoken about much about Nikita Nikishov so far this weekend. Up 6 places. This has been his best race so far.
Definitely so. Yeah, it's been an impressive run from Nikishov, showing that turn of pace. Outside the top 8 at the moment in the IC. Stands as thus: Craigie, Cranham, Buckley, Maniac, Mulder, Baraska, Pradier and Sharp. So that just shows you how quickly this can change. We were talking about Baraska securing pole position with a win in this race. He's now looking like he's going to be outside the top 5 in the point standings at the end of this round of heats. Final lap then. big lap just came in from Riley Cranham there, who's closed up the gap to the two Mick Barrett Racing entries at the front of the order. It's still Sharp ahead of Buckley, but it's 1, 2, 3 fighting for the win. Could be 4. Maniac's closing in as well.
It certainly is, and Cranham with the fastest lap of the race as well is piling on that pressure. Buckley going defensive now. He's being that rear gunner to Sharp here, and he's trying to go down the inside there through the exit of turn 5. It's not going to work out. Benjamin Manak now on that rear bumper as Cranham is trying to force his way to the inside, opens up the door, and now Manak goes through. So as soon as Cranham tried to get that move done, he loses one. So now Cranham is definitely on the back foot here, and Benjamin Manak is on a charge. But I think this is going to help out Sharp and Buckley to get a 1-2 here for Mick Barrett Racing. I'm sure it wasn't planned, but that would be the nicest tribute, I'm sure, to the late Shelley Barrett, who was a big part of the team. And of course, from Trent Valley Kart Club, it is across the line. It's Aston Sharp and Tyke Butley 1-2, and Mick Barrett Racing 1-2. The team will be delighted with that one. Big smiles on their faces after gaining 8 and 5 positions apiece. Benjamin Manak secures 3rd place, equaling his starting spot from Sam Woolley and Riley Cranham rounding out the top 5. But Aston Sharp, he takes his first win of the weekend. Tyke Butley takes, I think, his best result from the team.
And as the points cycle through, Tyke Buckley is suddenly in the discussion for pole position. It leaves things standing as it follows here with 1 race to go. Kenzo Craigie, who will be in that race, sits on 3 points. Tyke Buckley is on 7. Benjamin Maniac on 8. Both of them are done, so they can't go any lower in the ranks right now. Riley Cranham 4th, just Mulder 5th, both on 9 points, Cranham and Mulder. Baraska down to 6th place on 10 points. Thomas Pradier still to race as well in 7th at the moment on 11, and Aston Sharp 8th on 12. A very, very interesting race. That is your provisional result for Groups A and C in their final qualifying heat of the weekend here at Zweira. Aston Sharp wins it by half a second in a Mick Barrett Racing 1-2. Tyke Buckley has put himself right in the talking conversation now for the round win. There's a long way to go. Benjamin Maniac 3rd, Sam Woolley 4th, Riley Cranham 5th, Nikita Nikishov, the strong showing there for VDK in 6th place. 7th was Toby Gale.